Imagine an extremely grand and visually stunning room with high ceilings, several desks for doing work, and several couches for not doing work. Now imagine taking that magnificent room and filling it to the brim with books. Okay, so you don't have to imagine that. It's a library. But listen, I've acquired a substantial amount of enchanted books throughout my journeys, and to keep these books safe from the exactly 0 other people on this server, I plan on creating a grand and visually stunning library. At least, as visually stunning as a library can be. Can we even call a library visually stunning? Now, I know what block palette I want to use, and I know where I want to build this thing. I just don't know what I want it to look like, which may be a slight issue. But I guess I can start by clearing away some trees. And this hill. I still have no idea what to do. I do like the idea of a giant circle here, though. Attempt number 1 is too fat. Attempt number 2 was not much better. This is why we test things in creative mode. Attempt number... I lost count. And we're still having trouble with the middle of the arch. After more attempts, this is still wrong. Now it's over one too many blocks. Lord help me. Okay, I finally caved and got the shape in creative, which I now have the fun task of trying to duplicate in survival. Now this should work out nicely. Boy, it's a large build. And we're gonna need a lot more wood than I thought in order to fill this in. I just want to say I am extremely grateful for Swift Sneak right now. Good news, we're halfway done. Bad news, I'm gonna need more wood. I ran out of logs again? And we are finally finished placing logs. Now I need to strip all of these. The floor is laid out, and I have a rough design for the walls. That's going to be a ton of sandstone, which means I need a ton of sand. To the desert! And while I'm in the mood for mindlessly grinding out materials, I should probably mention that I want the ceiling to be made out of dark prismarine. And out of the countless stacks I need, I currently have 2 blocks. Fortunately, I know where an ocean monument is, so I can make a quick and dirty guardian farm to acquire the necessary resources. Quick and dirty guardian farm.
Quick and dirty.
Well, it may not look like much, but this border took over an hour to build. Hey, now I have a theory I want to try. And I do hope it works. I should be able to place sand up top, and it will fill and eliminate much of the water. Bro, back to the drawing board. Man, I really hope that would work. I could use a bucket, but let's be honest, I would get so tired of that noise so quickly. Alright, new plan. We can run sand across the water's surface and then clear out the sand with torches. Satisfying. One slice is now... Wait, what? What am I saying? One slice is now done. We're about an hour in, and we have done this much so far. Oh boy. Well, it's taken about 4 days, but all the water outside the temple is cleared out. Now you can probably tell from the guardians that I still have to do the inside of the temple. So let's get to work. Hopefully it won't take as long. Hopefully. I'm gonna guess that I've placed twice as many torches doing this as I had previously. Another update for you. I have made some massive progress on clearing out this water. Also, don't mind if I take this dark prismarine. Ladies and gentlemen, after several grueling hours, this monument is finally water-free. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like a fallen castle of some sort of... Hello, Phantom. Now, I am working on a tube where the guardians can spawn that will send them down this chute where lava awaits them. and their drops will be collected by these chests. 1 hour later, and that's not good. I need over a shulker box of dark prismarine. This ain't even close to what I need. I will take the cod though. So I've raised the tube up to sea level. These pillagers keep vanishing in and out of render distance. As you can see, we are making some great progress already. 1 more hour of the... Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow! That's so much better! All we need are some ink sacs. And we now have an ample supply of dark prismarine. Finally! Look, if you couldn't tell from my voice, I was both relieved and exhausted at the same time. But at least I got the materials necessary for my ceiling. But before adding a ceiling, people usually make walls. And before making walls, people usually add in a floor. But Studstone, you already have a floor. That is factual. But allow me to introduce to you a potentially retarded idea I had while mindlessly clearing water. As far as I know, the only way to make a library a grand library is to put the word grand in front of it. And visually, that involves increasing the square footage covered by the area inside the perimeter of a given library. So basically, I'm adding another part. So more dirt needs to be removed, and more wood needs to be placed. Still very glad I have Swift Sneak. Not very glad that I ran out of wood again, though. Wood is placed, and I'm currently lighting the ground below it, so I don't get jump scared by a creeper. And done. Now a keen eye will notice a slight discrepancy in the heights of these floors. Reason being, I have plans for designing a simple sloped staircase to connect the two floors. That looks gross. Attempt number 2, still kinda looks flat. Okay, that's better. And with the floor being extended to match, I think we have our winner. Speaking of floor being extended, I've added these extra areas, just to add some dimension to the room. And speaking of dimension, I've added a third dimension by monotonously placing sandstone around this room. For the ceiling, I want some sort of arch pattern. And I like what I have here. Yeah, this is gonna look really good. But I am out of wood again. All the arches are now in place as they stretch across this room. I've even added some mini arches over where the floor extends out. Overall, I like what we got here. I've placed the dark prismarine in for the ceiling, but you may notice I missed a spot. No, I didn't run out. I thought it would be a great idea to add in some sort of skylight. It may not actually see sky, but that's okay. By alternating glass and air blocks and placing light blue concrete over the whole thing, we can create the illusion of a nice sky on a sunny day. Did you hear that? It's sunny out. What? Huh? Okay, so I now have 2 layers of glass in, and I'm a fan of what's taking place here. But since I currently have no concrete at hand, let's begin making the bookshelves. It's still a library after all. First question is, how big do we want these to be? Bruh. I have decided a height of 4 blocks, made every single bookshelf frame, and now want a height of 5 blocks. Never mind, 5 looks way too tall. Alright, our bookshelves have actual bookshelves in them now. This adds quite a bit to the overall look of the room. Now I know what you're thinking. You want me to ask you to subscribe to this channel, which sounds great, but I'm not done with this build yet. Remember that giant circle made earlier? Well, we still need walls and a ceiling. For the walls, I designed some larger bookshelves. Nope. And that's it, check. And plan on placing them around the perimeter of the room. This is starting to look like the Colosseum. Yep, definitely giving Colosseum vibes. And since I don't have near enough bookshelf blocks, I figured we might as well do the ceiling. The plan is to use this arch to create a dome, which I already made wrong. And I just messed up again. Boy, it would be really helpful if I could count right now. Okay, that works. Fill it in, add a border, and another layer, and we have a gorgeous ceiling. Now I have no choice but to gather what's needed for all the bookshelf blocks. So let's get to work. Ladies and Huh? What? Hey! How rude. Let's try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, after countless hours of grueling work, this library is stocked full of books. And we even have ladders to access the various floors of books. Are they practical? No, but they add in detail to the build. But this video is dragging, and I know you have better things to do. So I'm gonna call it here. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to hit the like, make sure you subscribe. That's all for now. God bless.